welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. And if you notice my title, it's because I always stream it. Twitch streams at 60 frames per second, so I never set my game higher than that. I hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. And if you notice my title, it's because I always stream it. Twitch streams at 60 frames per second, so I never set my game higher than that. I hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. Alright, so my title is Play CB 60 frames a second less but equals less bugs. And then the date I streamed. Now Twitch shows your viewers 60 frames per second. That's all you get. Max you get. Sometimes you don't get that much. So I set my games to 60 frames a second because I don't want Twitch deciding which frames to drop. So we're playing Conqueror's Blade, and the rest of the guys in my party are having all these glitch flags and shit like that. And I'm like, well, shit, I have so many, most of my settings are at low graphics because I have an old video card, but maybe it's the 60 frames per second, and they're like, nah, it can't be it. One of them tries it, and he mandates a maximum of 60 frames a second per the control panel in Conqueror's Blade. Turns out that's why they're having all these rubber banding, a whole bunch of weird bugs I don't have. And they all have better computers than I do, so it can't be that my computer's better than theirs. So I suggested they just try, 60 frames a second, maybe that'll help. And I think Smoke said Nordslayer was the one who tried that and realized it was 60 frames per second. But like I said, I do it because Twitch doesn't show your viewers more than that, so why should I run the risk of them dropping frames that it's complicated. I have most all of my graphics settings set to low. And if you notice, my screen's still pretty crisp, clear, and sharp. Let's complete the quest and I'll show you my what's going on. Oh, gotta click on complete quest, dude. Not enough bong hits yet. Anyways, my graphic settings. Turn all this stuff off because they obviously, I'm at windowed 1280 by 720 because that's the most Twitch will show your viewers, so I go above that. But they're obviously showing graphics at 1920, even though, so settings say 1280 by 720. The ones in the game are much crisper and cleaner than that. VSync soft, frame rate 60 per second. But they had more settings than that. Yeah, okay, show damage delts back on. Yeah, I don't need to know their season level. I don't need to know blocked attacks. I certainly don't give a shit what their attire looks like. I'll leave frame rates up just because I like to know if my frame rates, if there's a lag, if my frame rate changes or not. House emblem, I don't care. These are all things that take up your GPU. Temporary doctor and prompt, whatever the hell that is. Allow cursor to toggle in battle. Not sure what that is. At one point I had the damage taken and damage dealt off too, but that wasn't helping. Oh, there's the graphic settings. See, it all says low, off, normal. Terrain detail is kind of important, so that's at normal. When you're in combat, you don't see all this extra stuff, and it takes up your GPU processing resources, so I just say low, and then I set stuff manually to what I wanted. Who cares how much detail I see on my character, scene details, light effects. I don't want to see light effects because you guys don't program worth the beans, so you're messing that shit up too. Hero outline, auto hide, yeah, you get the point. No reason to have all this stuff set. No idea. I didn't even think that having it on caused bugs to happen. I mean, every update they introduce me new bugs, so I don't get it. I used to work in the industry, and they obviously have only worked for themselves. Because they don't use any of the industry standards that source code management. There's no reason that you update a game and you introduce a bug and you don't immediately back out to your previous version of the source code. That's just common sense. You fix those bugs offline. You don't suffer your users to have to put up with bugs that you could have just backed out of and eliminated. So that's enough preaching for the night. I also was very customer service orientated. I used to work at Denny's, and they had a couple customer service videos, and then I worked at Nintendo of America, and they had a couple customer service videos, and then I worked for the state, and I had customer service training, and I like giving my customers the best experience I can. Makes them happy, makes me happy. Oh. Yes, let's remove them and start matchmaking. This is kind of a new feature, I think. And it didn't work. Probably removed them though, right? So that's, anyways, long story short, 50 to 60 frames a second equals less bugs is why I put that in my title. People can see my VODs and they'll go, huh. I wonder if that's true. I'll try it. It might help a few people here and there. I love the combat system. The game itself is pretty crappy. I mean, just look at this map. What do you use off this map? 3 things, maybe 4. They got stuff all over the place to distract you from... And each vendor, official... officers, personal trades, they have like 2 or 3 menu item choices. There's no reason to have to run from your smith to your armor to do those 2 different things. That eats up like 5 minutes of your potential gameplay fucking around with shit on their map so they can feel like they propagated a good reality, and it's not. It's a bad reality. I'm here to play a game. I have a finite number of hours a week I can play this game, and the more you make me not play the game, the more I get pissed off. It's called time management. I did have that when I worked for the state. I think every state employee should have time management as a requirement. Every government employee should have time management. Every employee anywhere should have time management. They're a lot more efficient just not realizing they're wasting time here and there. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Pretty soon you got an hour a day. You're not doing your job. And it's another thing. I've waited like 20 minutes literally to get in a match, and then it loads. And you know, all the other games I play, if you're usually in a game by now, 3 minutes is the longest you would have to wait in any other game in the world to join. And these guys just let it go and go and go. It's like at 3 minutes you start slapping bots in and getting the guy in a battle. Or you lose new people. New people don't have time for this shit. They're not addicted to the combat system. But you know, when you're a rich programmer, got a couple of cars and all new PCs, and you don't care about anything because you haven't had the training for it or the experience. I mean, I started off at Nintendo of America. I went to Sculptured Software after that, and a few other companies after that. And you learn things that you can't learn in school. And the bottom line is making the best experience of gameplay for the customer. And that's how you make more money. Advertising helps get people to the game, but if you have a crappy game that pisses people off and they leave, then you don't retain customers. And, you know, they have stores where you can buy stuff, but there's like multiple places you can go to buy stuff. Hey Nord, how you doing, my friend? Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Ended up cutting our turkey into pieces, and we cooked the breast and pretty much put everything else in the fridge. Wife's got some adobo going on for part of it, and I think the legs and wings, we haven't decided what we're going to do with it yet. But I did a garlic, onion, butter, just took an hour and a half to cook the breast. Yeah, or too damn much and can't get to sleep. 8. Oh, I just woke up like an hour ago. And it's funny, I was getting tired just cooking. I don't know why. I woke up like an hour before I started cooking, and then I helped my wife cut up the chicken, or the turkey, because my wife used to cut up chickens in the Philippines. So I let her do that. Till I got to the breast and the backbone, I had to do that. And you know, so I stood around for a couple hours, and then I started getting tired, and then I had a turkey sandwich, and I fell asleep, and woke up, like I said, about an hour ago. So I've literally slept most of the day. Of course, I was up till 8 in the morning drinking. How do you eat too much? Oh, your stomach's full. Get that acid reflux crap going on and shit. Ad break starts in, let's skip the ad break. Since they're not listening to my schedule, I even went in and fucking changed the settings back to where it was at, so you get one ad every 15 minutes for 4 ads an hour. They switched it to 3 ads every whatever they set it at.
After me! Follow me!
Yeah, I guess so. I got a lot of sleep in. I had a bowl of seafood chowder this morning before I fell asleep. My body got enough nutrients and said, okay, go to sleep, Jimbo. We're going to heal things. And yeah, I'll fast next week, so I was noticing the improvement on my Parkinson's is I can hold the shift key down and my hand doesn't start shaking when I'm playing games. So noticing that when we were playing Killing Floor. Used to be if I held the shift key down and tried to do any of the other keys, my hand would start shaking up and down, and if I kept holding it down, it'd just get worse and worse. So it was like moving 2 or 3 inches up and down. And I did a 60-hour fast, no food, and it improved the situation. See, I need the 3 key.
Cover me! You heard the commander! Do it! Destroy them! Advance! Take cover!
And it's funny, I didn't start fasting because I had neurological problems or because I had memory problems. I started fasting because I was just tired of all the fucking pain from fibromyalgia, which on the 3rd year it started to decrease too. But it first started healing my memory, and then it started working on the neurological disease problems, and now I guess maybe it's working on the chronic pain, or maybe that's just an end result of balancing out my diet. Where are we at, boys? So you're too full to sleep and too tired to play the game? Interesting conundrum. Let's see, where we're going to go. I guess we're going to go through the tower over here. And yeah, it's funny, my wife took a shower while I was asleep, and she came in, because the computers are in my bedroom, which is the downstairs living room. And she said I woke up and asked her if she had a nice shower and went back to sleep, and I don't remember that at all. There's no way I could have known she had taken a shower. It's not like I can see or hear from my room. That's weird.
Assemble! Now!
When I sleep, I'm psychic too.
Position!
Oh, javelins got me. Well, I stirred up the ants, didn't I?
Units! Assemble! Form close order!
I was trying for the guy who turned invisible, but I still see him moving around like I'm going to shoot back at him. Stand back and wait.
Now!
Zoomed up for like 3 hours and it's still
Now!
yeah, my back will get tired. I'm like, I'll just listen to this podcast for a day. I lay down and in a half an hour I fall asleep. I didn't want to go to sleep. I was tired. I was tired.
Position, take formation.
Ready, pikes!
It used to be I had to take tincture.
And now? After me!
Which artillery?
To battle!
Yeah,
And
I
now?
take like 3 tincture doses and I'll fucking sleep for 9 hours now, which
Ready, pikes!
since 2000 I was lucky if I could sleep for more
Follow
than 4
me.
hours at a time, so that's pretty cool. Just this last year
And
I
now?
was able to start doing more than 4 hours at a time. Year two of fasting, I started getting some sleep that would last more than like 6 hours, but now I take 3 tincture doses, I'm good for 9 hours. Wake up drooling and all that good night's rest bullshit. I don't see anybody on my team on the mini-map. Not a good sign.
To me! Guard the commander!
Oh, they're all over there. What are they? Okay. Go this way. Now they're on the left.
You
Oh no,
underestimate us.
that's
at
weird.
old peril.
Weird map layout.
For close order! You heard the commander! Do it!
What are they doing at that resupply over there? Looks like there might be some guys up there.
Shields up! Get moving! Get moving! Meet your doom!
We guard the Empire.
Shields up! Get moving! Shields
No,
up!
they're dying.
Attack in my order! Form up! Form up!
Oh, there's some guys. Follow them around. Good unit to stay behind.
Attack!
We captured a
Main
point.
goal
Units,
because the
assemble!
shields provide
Attack!
defense they don't have.
Get in position!
Their pikes provide
Hold steady!
offense I don't
Brace
have.
yourselves! Get going! Move quickly!
Stand ready!
Don't call that, dude.
Hurry up! Get into position! Units, assemble! Hold steady! Brace yourselves! Form shield wall! Attack! Move it! Deploy! Quickly!
Now I gotta move in.
Close order! Follow me! Shield wall!
Shoot! Open fire! Open fire!
Close order!
Oh, a couple guys follow me. Thanks, you too, my friend. Pleasant sleep and rejuvenative sleep, pleasant dreams. 11 kills and I lost all my fucking units. Bring out the Kragos.
He brings us forward!
For the clan! For our chief! For our breeder!
Forward! Guardians of the East! He brings us forward! Protect the command! All troops form up! Guards! Shield up! All troops advance! Make me proud! Destroy them! Form up! Up on his fire!
Close order!
Check aim! Form up! Attack and
Oh, I just started hitting with my trip too. Average frames per second, 53. See, I don't even get the 60 I set it for. Okie dokie, we gotta be whoopee spanking doohee.
He shall spread the word.
Why'd I get that many kills? Capped it too soon. Iron Cap swordsman didn't get out. Spear sergeants got kicked. And while I died, and then they died. Same with the men at arms. Just me not managing the units well. Oh well. I said leave battle. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is one of the more annoying things. Although there's a couple of times where I went, oh no, actually I did want to see what this stat got for experience points or whatever. But it's not like it's critical. Then you notice when you leave the battle, it shows you a completely useless piece of artwork that has nothing to do with the battle, nothing to do with going to the town, nothing to do with the battle you came from, nothing to do with your stats. They should just put the frickin' stats up and leave them so you can say leave battle and then look at your stats while you're loading the next screen in. And there's a lot of shit they can cut out and save resources on their server and pay less money. Optimization it's called, that's right. But you know, I worked in the industry when your Game Boy had 4 shades of green. That's all you got. Try doing artwork with 4 shades of green. 16-bit Nintendo. 64-bit came out while I was working at Nintendo of America. 64-bit cards, oh my god, what do we do with all that? Oops, forgot to hit the J game, join game button. Alright, stand up and, oh, stretch my lower back. Oh, it's nice talking to Norb. Figured, yeah, I woke up at like midnight and Thanksgiving's over and everybody's probably in bed. Smoke was online. Got to play a couple games with him. Got to chat with Nord. If I can't go to sleep though, I just get up. I have a rule, if I've been laying in bed for 15 minutes, I get up. Because I've laid in bed all night long and not getting to sleep. Get up, do something, go back to bed in an hour or two. But you know, I've had chronic pain since before I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 2000. And in 2019 I started focusing on whatever I can possibly do to get better or stop the decline, because my god, the pain was just unbearable. I was literally smoking bong hits like every 5 minutes. People are like, damn Jimbo, you're hitting the, I'd be on their stream and they're like, hitting the bong again? It's like I'm a steam engine, man. Smoke pot every day, smoke pot every day, smoke pots. But as I was fasting, I noticed that just this year, actually, it started affecting me. I actually giggled and shit from getting stoned when before it was just like taking the edge off the pain. So, and starting to remember better. I still have a lot of mental issues, but my memory's coming back. My train of thought's improving a little bit. And I think that's, besides fasting, I focused on getting I can't afford vitamins anymore, so I spent about 60 to 80 hours researching getting vitamins out of your food and came up with like 200 types of food you'd have to eat. And I'm like, there's no fucking way you could get the vitamins they recommend you to take out of your diet normally. So I just did the best I could. I was like, okay, seafood's very important. And shellfish added to that is important, so every week I have sardines with salmon and tuna and what's the other one I'm forgetting? Baby clams, shellfish. And I eat that, and usually as a soup or gravy, made cream of mushroom soup. So, and mushrooms are a superfood, eggs are a superfood. They have multiple shit that isn't even listed. So I took and made big chunks of mushroom and sauteed them up and then added them to the soup. I put all the cans of seafood in there with their oils, because you know oils absorb lipids when there's, I don't understand chemistry. You just need to do that shit. Then on the vegetable side, I take 2 different bags of stir-fry mix because I have 2 different types of vegetables in them, and that gives me a big shotgun approach on vegetables for getting vitamins out of that. And I do that religiously for 3 days a week. And it's really helped me feel better. I get a little bit more energy. Actually, I think I'm getting more energy now that I've been listening to Joe Rogan, and he's like, just exercise for 20 minutes a day, you know, do jumping jacks or push-ups,
The
or,
middle siege tower is advancing.
you know, you don't need to have weight exercise. And I'm like, well, I can start by walking.
The middle siege tower is
So I
advancing.
notice, if I walk up and down the stairs for 20 minutes, my breath starts getting winded and I'm using more oxygen up and strengthening my lungs and my heart. Who the hell hit me? Oh, some asshole with a bow. Killed one of my guys.
This unit skill is on cooldown.
Help is needed! You heard the commander! Do it!
Anyways, so I'm starting to exercise a couple days a week. I still have the memory and motivation problem.
The left siege tower has
And I used
reached
to
the
be the kind
walls.
of guy that could just mind over matter through anything. And when fibromyalgia started hitting into dementia, I lost that. I lost my focus and my drive. I didn't even realize I was having dementia until I started fasting, and I'm like, started getting my memory back and my cognitive thought improving and shit like that. And then I'm like, holy shit, I had dementia.
The middle
But
siege tower
it
has
sneaks
reached
up
the
on
walls.
you. People who get it don't know they have it. They don't realize it. That's why I feel so bad about President Biden. He doesn't know he has dementia. He could cure it just by fasting 48 hours a week. And eating a healthy diet. I don't think you get to, you eat vitamins, but the thing about just eating vitamins versus getting it out of your food is
The battering
all
ram
of
will
your
now
food is
advance.
processed by gut bacteria. So if you think about it, gut bacteria, that reminds me of my mouth waters now, but gut bacteria eats your food before you get the energy out of it. And I noticed as I was fasting that my mouth started watering for food, literally.
Flatten them!
Like some bacteria in my gut's getting excited. It turned on the salivation glands because it saw this food. So I think you get more vitamins and minerals out of your food than you do taking vitamins, even though it says it's in your blood. I don't think it works the same. Because your vitamins don't want a bacteria. Your gut bacteria doesn't want a fucking vitamin pill. It wants cake and ice cream and steak and eggs and pancakes and shit. What the hell was that?
Close order!
Pushed the wrong button. I got my hand off the keyboard. But yeah, if you think about it, you can eat all the vitamins in the world and not necessarily get what you need out of them because you're not feeding your gut bacteria with vitamins. You feed your gut bacteria with vegetables and fruit. Oh, and that was the third part of my fasting regime. I make a smoothie and I drink a smoothie 3 days a week. I do the seafood 3 days a week, the vegetables 3 days a week, and then I do like 4 or 5 or 6. 6 is even better. 6 fruit smoothie. Like strawberry, blueberry, banana, pineapple. Not pineapple, that doesn't go good with the others. Peach pear, mango. And then I use stevia to sweeten it because I like sweet stuff. So you use stevia as a grass that tastes just like sugar. I grew some once. It's hard to grow in Washington State. It likes a little warmer climate, but it's good stuff, and it makes you, sometimes the fruit you get isn't really ripe, so you sweeten it up with stevia. Blend it up and drink it. You get lousy for it.
Change formation! Stand! Change formation! Prepare to advance!
So I started taking pictures of the food I'm making and trying to come up with a cookbook called Eat Your Vitamins. So other people can see how simple it is to be on a diet that's healthy for you and is actually very inexpensive because I get all my food at Costco pretty much. So I'm saving 40% of my food budget. Especially if it's on sale at Costco. Shit, if it's on sale at Costco, get two. Or if you could like get a shopping club together, because
It's harvest time.
You heard the commander. Do it.
We
just hit my guys. Damn it! Now I gotta go heal up. But you get another 20% off if you buy food by the case at Costco. So I like last year, I was like, sardines are on sale, so I bought a case of sardines, and it's like, I don't know, a dozen stacks of box cans of sardines. We're still eating sardines from that
Guardians of the
purchase.
East.
So if I could just get a few people that want to save money, I could get that extra 20% every week. On top of what you're already getting.
It's harvest time!
Though a lot of times they have a manufacturer's sale, so you can only limit 2 or something like that at Costco. But sometimes it's just no limit. That's when you buy the case. When I was barbecuing, I used to always buy a case of ribs and put them in the freezer and use them throughout the summer. It's like getting 2 packages of ribs free. Not that Costco has good ribs. I mean, they're not bad. They're not like Safeway bad ribs, but I think Chef's Choice used to be Cash and Carry is better ribs and better pork butts. They don't cut off as much fat. Costco's very Western butchers. They trim too much fat off.
Only the dead remain still. Follow me!
The tide could change. We shall come hunter.
Keep up. Full close order.
Wish they had a freaking control on the volume of the voices, because this is like the angry old men yelling game. I don't need to hear these people telling their troops what they're doing. I really don't need that in my life. It's not value-added gameplay, dude. Get rid of it. Probably save yourself 100 lines of code.
Move it.
Swift.
Close order. Position. Yes, you heard it, Commander. Yes, Commander.
Death or glory! Move yourselves! Yes,
Oh, Iron Reapers are going in. Time to follow them in.
For the throne! Kill them all! They will taste our steel! Cover! For the throne! They will taste our steel! They will taste our steel! Heels up and charge! They will taste our steel! Unit! Assemble! They will taste our steel!
Get to it.
Death or glory! They will taste our steel! Shields up and charge!
Our team is about to capture the final flag.
Taste our steel!
Attack at will.
Taste our steel!
I love those Iron Cap swordsmen. I just wish they had a little more oomph to them. Their charge is mighty.
And Orbonia! Get going!
Anyways, so yeah, since 2019 when I was like, I can't take this pain much more, I'm gonna try fasting. I watched documentaries on it. The first one I called Patient Zero was about a Russian in the 1950s. They decided to watch this guy who was in the hospital for schizophrenia and he refused to eat. Like, well, instead of force feeding you, we're going to watch you. Like 56 days he didn't eat. And then he started eating food, and then they eventually discharged him, cured of schizophrenia. Something Western American medicine can't do. And they said in the documentary that it cures 100% of disease and 60% of the population, and I don't know why only 60%. But other than that, there was like a German documentary on it, and there was nothing on Google about it, and so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna freaking do this on my own. And I start fasting 1 day a week, which really isn't enough. And then it's like, okay, I'll do 1 day a week. It helped a little bit, but when you're as bad off, it's more like a preventive maintenance than not curing. It's like when you're as bad off as I am, you need 2 days a day, 48 hours fasting. And when you fast, you just eat less than 650 calories, so I eat less than 600 calories a day. For 2 days. No, I do sometimes I'll do a 60-hour fast once a month. Okay, so I got greedy there. Didn't get as many kills either. But it was fun. Anyways, I'm just rambling on about talking about fasting, which I don't know why I am, because there's nobody watching, and I doubt people watching the VODs care, so I'm going to shut up now. Probably be my last game. I kind of feel like watching a podcast. Thought about doing that, watching a podcast while I play and put the podcast up in the mini screen so people can see what's going on, why there's this talking in the background. I think maybe I'll try that sometime. I also want to try just, what are you, trolling Twitch and as a stream. Because there's a lot of information you get on Twitch that you can't get anywhere else in the world. It's fucking weird. Besides, every politician has a Twitch account. That gives you access to what their propaganda is. Most famous people have Twitch accounts. A lot of doctors have not so much important information, but information you can't get anywhere else. And they have some self-fact checking going on that's working pretty good, so you don't get the bullshit. I mean, you might be the first one to see it, but somebody will come along and say, community note, this is what this article has to say about that statement. Pretty cool. Anyways, let's get our rewards. Where the hell am I at? Did I walk? No, I just ran over here for a second. Queue in my last game. Should put me at least an hour VOD. But the way I'm sitting playing the game, my hips are not happy for some reason. Because I can't sit back and relax. I don't know what's going on. I need to readjust my table. Do that about once every year to turn the monitor sideways, sit at the other side of the table. Oh, it's because I haven't smoked any cannabis. Speaking of cannabis, join the Church of the Tree of Life. Actually, I'm joking. I don't care if anybody joins or not. I did start a religion called Church of the Tree of Life, where an intentional incarnate means we plan to be incarnated into this time zone during the middle of the age of Aquarius, which is really the battle for Aquarius, which really means we're trying to go from the bullshit human history's been doing to an evolved society. And we're like influencers. Trying to influence peace, love, and prosperity for all humanity, because once we have that, we no longer have tyranny. Well, though I got him into the early ages of my reincarnation, I thought I was going to be this frickin' guerrilla warfare fighter or something. And I realized that was just some stuff I needed to go through to learn the ways of peace, love, and prosperity. Founded the religion in the 90s in Utah, registered it in 2009 in the state of Washington. Came up with my own Bible, the 13 Spiritual Guides, first one being hold peace, love, and prosperity for all humanity in your heart above all other paths first. Very difficult thing to try and do, let me tell you. I mean, some people you can have peace, love, and prosperity when they walk into the room, and some people you have it when they walk out of the room. I love everyone. Some of them when they walk into the room, some of them when they walk out of the room. Like when I saw that frickin' Hamas bullshit, I hated Hamas for 2 solid weeks. I couldn't get it out of my heart. Raping innocent children at a fucking concert, putting babies in ovens and raping their mothers while they burn their children alive. Just horrific shit, man. And then I saw all the pro-Hamas rallies going on, just fueled more hatred in my heart. And I'm like, this is not good. And there's nothing I can do to change the situation but try and correct it. Information, which I do on Twitter. I'll tell people, before October 7th, there was ceasefire. There is no occupation in Gaza. Israel hasn't been in Gaza since 2005 when they pulled out to give Hamas, the Gazans, their chance at self-rule. And then, you know, there's that the first report was the hospital was bombed and 1,000 people, 400 kids were killed. Blah, 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 blah.
An enemy siege tower is preparing to
A day or
advance.
2 later, IDF, Israel Defense Force, reveals the truth. Look, here's the hospital. It's not destroyed. Here's what really happened. They showed the video of rockets being fired, and one goes short and landed in the parking lot of the hospital, and it blew up a couple of cars and wounded 12 people. It didn't kill anybody.
The enemy siege tower
New York
is advancing.
Times, meanwhile, ran the lie, and since they didn't have a photo of the destroyed hospital, they put another building
The enemy
blown
battering ram is
up
advancing.
in their story, and had it there for 3 days before they took it down. Al-Hajr is even worse. They tried to debunk the debunk. That's when I started saying, no, that's not true.
All troops form up. Get in position.
So now there's claim that 10,000 people have died, so if you go by the facts we know, they claimed 1,000 people died, it was 12 injured, so 10,000 died means there's 120 injured people. They're saying there's no fuel for the hospitals. IDF showed a video of oil tankers, and they told how many liters of fuel was in the oil tankers, or the fuels, just massive fuel tanks. The kind ships unload onto. Why don't they use the fuel available? And then when they got into or they were getting ready to go into the hospital for combat, because Hamas is in the basement. No, they're not in the basement, so they hand-carried, imagine the danger to the troops to hand-carry fuel tanks up to the hospital and send them out 5 gallons at a time. 5 gallons per each hand. And they wouldn't take the fuel because Hamas wouldn't let them. Hamas hates the Gazans, they hate Israel, they hate me, they hate you, they hate everybody. Should not be supporting hate groups.
Close order. Form up. Watch your spacing.
The enemy siege towers reached the walls.
And came up with a possible solution because they tried 2 states through president, U.S. presidents had peace
The enemy siege
negotiations.
tower is advancing.
We're up for 2.
Position. Shield wall. Assemble.
I'd break-ins in 50 seconds. Okay. Where are they at? They're on my left.
The enemy siege towers reached the walls.
In position. Get ready. Advance. After me. To me.
Move it! He will fight at your side! Close order! Advance! Advance!
Get into position. Get ready. Attack. Unit. Assemble.
Unstoppable!
The enemy siege towers reached the walls.
Attack at will. Let him have it. Form up. Position. Units. You attack. Let him have it. Shield wall. Form up. Units. Form up. Position.
Okay, so we were talking about
Attack at will.
2-state solutions. There are 2 different peace accords that the U.S. presidents brokered, and Israel offered land and shit. And the Palestinians want to take the deal twice to have their own state. So you can't say that Israel's the occupiers, they're not the occupiers. They don't want the Gaza Strip. And they've been there for like 2,500 years. They deserve their own country. Times I got broken out of my attack. That's, it's one of the things. The hero shouldn't be able to stop another hero's attack. That's just stupid. Give somebody, they buy something for $10 once, and for the rest of their life it affects the gameplay negatively against other players. They just don't get it. They don't care. Okay, we're gonna start back here.
Close order!
Fire archers.
The enemy has captured point B.
For close order!
The enemy has captured point A.
Into position.
I guess we won't start back there.
Units.
Start in the very
Assemble.
back.
Close order!
Just trying to get some artillery out.
You heard the commander! Do it!
We captured a point.
Follow the commander. Get moving. Keep formation. Get moving. Keep formation. Quickly now. Deploy. Quickly.
The enemy captured the point.
Loose! Burn them!
With me. Move it. Follow the commander. Strike them down. Batter them. Smash them.
Why did you kill that guy with your arrows?
Units, assemble!
Formation!
Form up! Form up!
Hold still! Fall in!
Get into position. Yes, Commander.
That was almost a slaughter, I'm sure.
Fall in. Spread out.
Oh, they got their cavalry out.
Make ready. Form up. Units, assemble. Form up. Units, assemble. Fall in. Stand ready.
Halberdiers fear no foe.
Attack! Attack at will. Get into position. Fall in.
Grape shot's a bit far away for that dude.
Fall in.
Shall spread the bird.
Make your doom. Units, assemble. Fall in. Get into position. Ready. Give them hell. Wipe them out. This land is ours. Make ready. Stand ready.
Bring the sword.
Form up.
Hold position. Give them hell.
Follow the commander.
Move it.
Fall in. Get into position.
No surrender!
Fall in.
The enemy captured the point.
Get to it.
Fall in.
Press weapon. Get to it. Form close order.
Loose.
Burn them.
Position.
Form close order.
Hold steady.
Form close order. Form close order.
Form up.
Form up.
Units, assemble. Down, priestess.
Nanny, nanny, boo. I watched the horizon. You didn't get shit.
Yes, Commander.
Form close order.
Yes, Commander.
Form up. Units, assemble. Form up. Form up. Get into position.
Let our
Stand
banners
ready.
fly. Let our banners fly.
Get into position. Form up. Form up.
The enemy has captured point
I got another danger.
Spread out.
Form close order.
Loose.
Press weapons. Form close order.
Units, assemble.
Some of them died somehow.
Hurry up!
Forward.
After me! Follow me!
Make ready. Stand ready.
Attack!
Death or
Units, assemble. Attack.
New
Units, assemble.
Prepare to die. For victory! Yes, Commander.
Form up.
Well, that didn't go as planned, that's for sure.
Let our banners fly!
Lost
Let our banners
6,000
fly!
worth of silver and all my units. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
Attack at will!
Yeah, my back's getting tired, my hips are sore. I
Into position!
need to eat some chocolate and watch a podcast. Getting into Patrick David PBD cast. I first started watching him because he was on Joe Rogan. I'm like, this guy really isn't for me. And then I'm like, well, he knows a lot of stuff and he's got a lot of points. And he's not pro-establishment, so.
Make ready! Get into position!
Send them to their graves! Meet your maker! For victory!
The enemy is about to capture
Meet
the
your
final
maker! Prepare to die! Send them to their graves! Meet your maker!
I don't see how he missed, this game. Whatever. Really good combat system, bad collisions, bad everything except graphics, to be honest. But I play this game because I quit, pissed off 3 times, and I said coming back I'm going to play the entire year without getting pissed off and letting it quit, making me quit, and I did it. We're rounding the corner in December. I got just over a month to go, and then
We will
I'll probably
leave
stop playing
none
this game
standing.
for probably ever, just because it's fun. Well, I don't know. As long as camaraderie keeps going, I'll probably keep playing, but I get tired of having bugs introduced every week, every update. What game updates their game once a week? And no game updates their game once a week and leaves bugs in it. Oh, well, we'll just fix the bugs as we'll get them updated we put them in on Wednesday, we'll get them updated by Saturday. Oh, we didn't fix that bug. Oh, well, I mean, shit, what kind of an attitude is that? It's a bad one. They should take customer service classes. They should take source code management class. They should take debugging class. They should take server management class. A lot of things I've done in my life and classes I've taken and stuff I know because I know it. They need to expand their horizon. They're not evil, I don't think. They're just ignorant, and they can fix that. Anyways, I'm done complaining about the game. Gonna go do some fun things, so that's what I want to do on Thanksgiving weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend, and I hope that peace, love, and prosperity finds its way into your lives and blesses you and your family. Until we meet again, this is